guys, Deborah Sengupta-Stith, Austin American-Statesman here. Tell me about your experience with Willie Nelson. When did you guys first become aware of his music, and how has he influenced you guys as artists?
I mean, for me, it was growing up. Every Christmas, Pretty Paper was an album that my dad had on cassette, and we just played it round the clock. Luckily, because there's a lot of bad Christmas albums, and that's actually a really good one. And so it was kind of like when you have all these memories tied to Christmas time and the magic of that with his voice and with everything, it's kind of like I was dosed to love Willie forever based on that.
Yes, can you tell me a little bit about from your perspective?
Yeah, so I grew up in New Jersey, really close to West, about a mile from him, and in my household, Willie Nelson was sort of referred to as like older music. That was something my grandmother listened to, and she's no longer with us, but I mean, I was like, oh, that's just to fast forward that he's still relevant, that he still just put out an album at 90. That just speaks so much to his artistry. And as far as his inspiration to us, I mean, I just think be yourself until, ad nauseum, that people just get what you're all about. And I think that Willie's sort of the poster child for that, and just we tip our hat to that. So.
And you guys kind of, like Willie, blur the line between a lot of different genres. You've got kind of a rootsy thing, you've got kind of a rock thing going on. Did his own rejection of any walls on his music, does that inspire you guys as artists?
I certainly, I think it has to, because I think you fail faster when you make music for other people. Like in a weird way, you have to be selfishly really moved by what you're doing, or else it's like if it's not giving you goosebumps, it's never gonna translate. So he made a lot of brave choices all along, including things like that. And I think a lot of maybe more of like the machinery of music behind it, like labels and things, might want it to be all neat and clean, but that's not how we are. We're all dynamic, and he proved that by having such longevity. And basically, it's like everything can change around him instrumentally, but there's always Willie's voice and trigger usually. So you just have like this, and he's kind of fearless. We could take a lesson from him as far as being prolific. Like I don't know how many albums he's put out, but it's just insane. It's very brave, and like just to be able to not edit that much and just go off the hip, it's amazing. And so I think in that way, in a business where he's like, if you look at football, Tom Brady playing past into his mid 40s, like nobody stays around relevant this long in music. Like he's such a rare breed that way, because he is who he is.
And Willie had some of his breakthrough years in his late 30s and his mid 40s. So you guys are on a desert island. You can only take one Willie Nelson album with you. Which one do you take?
I'm going to take Pretty Paper, because I would want to feel like it's Christmas.
All year round?
Yeah.
What about you?
Same.
Yeah.
Pretty Paper?
Yeah.
Christmas all year round with Willie Nelson.
State of mind. It's good.
Love that. Love that so much. What was your favorite part about working on this particular show?
I think getting to work with Jer on Song for You, and trying to figure out how to distill it down like Willie had. Like, it's a Leon Russell song, but it's been covered a lot, and Willie kind of made it so his own, and in a very minimalistic way. And so Jared did this beautiful thing on piano that really takes it in a different space from Willie's.
I stole everybody's version and distilled it into our own. So I think, honestly, getting ready for both songs, particularly Song for You, we're also doing Pretty Paper, but Song for You was sort of, for me as a pianist, was sort of like my Mount Everest musically, and then trying to make something cool and original and unique and sincere with us, but also just feeling like a kid and watching Norah Jones rehearse yesterday, Chris Christopherson, Chris Stapleton, the backing band. I mean, they're all like Ben from
Heavyweights, yeah.
It's from
Ben Montench, yeah.
I mean, just like every single person on stage.
Mickey Raphael, yeah.
Something about Mamas and Papas Don't Let Your...
Miranda Lambert.
Yeah, her version.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of that song, but it's a stunning version that she's doing tonight.
Don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. That one.
It's like I was so happy that she ran it again. I was just like, I was in awe. It was amazing. So.
What do you consider Willie's greatest contribution to the American songbook?
You mean just like his artistry or his song? I think just being who he is. Like I said a couple microphones down that within 0.1 seconds, you know it's him, and that's so freaking hard to do. And after you do something like that, if you can make your music and artistry almost easy to parody or easy to mimic, you're actually, in some weird roundabout way, doing something really amazing. It's something that's, you've done the impossible, and I think he's truly done the impossible. He did that many years back, and he continued to somehow keep it fresh and take the same glass and turn it enough times to keep it original and never tread over the same ground. And as an artist, that's so freaking hard to do. It really is. So
I love that so much. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us. We really appreciate it.
Totally. Cheers. Thanks.
Forgot to introduce those guys in case. Hey!